using one of these really quick. I have an obscene amount of these because of mixing and stuff like that. I like have probably 100 of these off to the corner of my desk where you can't see. I made this to wear last year, this mix right here, and I didn't get to it. It was one of the sub box sets. Forever in Bloom, Bordeaux Glitz, and Plum As You Are, but I probably won't use Bordeaux. You can see it right there in that color, but I feel like this one matches this one, and then this matches like that flaring. Anyway, we'll see. Depends on if I can get these to stretch enough. They're still really, really fresh. Isn't that pretty? If it'll focus. So it's like this flower. And I think I'm going to trim off some of this because my fingers are really short right now. So I might not, it's like the beginning of November, and this isn't very, it's hard to see the design actually. Oh. So I won't do that on the other side. When I did that, it pulled off a chunk right there. What was I talking about? Oh, so this kind of makes me think like it would have made a good dark winter set. I don't remember when this set came out. But whoops. I do have Stacy's Ridge filler on. So I've seen the Advent. I could talk about this one's sub box. It looks stunning. I did accidentally order 2 because I got 2 of last month's, and I could have just gotten 1, but that's okay. And when I saw the spoiler, I was not impressed, and I still don't know that I'm a fan of that particular set, but oh my god, the other sets are just absolutely stunning. So I am not at all upset about that. Okay, so this one, I don't think, this one is like way closer to the side than the side. But this one, I'm not sure that it's as much. It's closer to this side. So I'm going to fold it right in half right here. And see, because I want as much of that flower as I can put on. This side is longer, but I wonder if that would be perfect for this side then. Not quite. Cut off a little bit of it. There we go. So my right hand is shorter than my left, my nails. And I think it's because my actual nail beds are shorter. But I also think that my right side has a tendency to break more often. Come on. And these are in really good condition. Yeah, I mixed this November. So this probably came out I don't know why I always seem to put it on crooked. Why? Just why? Come on. I feel like it always does a little bit better when you can pull it to get the wrinkles out. So I've seen the Advent, I've seen the winter sets. I'm not really that impressed. I think I liked like 4 of the winter sets and 3 or 4 of the Christmas sets. I only bought, I bought one of the accents for the Christmas ones, and then I bought, the red one because I couldn't resist. And then I bought the glitter that was like the red and green glitter that was like dark colored red and green. I can't even talk. Red and green glitter that was dark. And it's so pretty. It's very pretty in person. I feel like, can you see where it's like shiny right there? So I did put the oil up above my cuticles. Like I stick it like inside right here because I really like to be able to do that. I don't know if I have any of my brushes in here to show you guys. So it just seems like it's still shiny to me, which makes me think that there's still oil on it. See, this one's slightly crooked. I guess my fingernail's just crooked on this finger though. These are the ones that I struggle with not getting wrinkles in. My 2 pointer fingers, for sure. That's why I'm like, I got the red chrome, but I don't know if I'm going to be brave enough. Because I tried with the old chromes and like all the new special ways that it's supposed to help. Except for I didn't let them sit out because Stacy did that. She did a live on Facebook and I don't feel like it was all that effective. I feel like the design is really hard to see on this. And I'm going to be putting it on my thumbs, so I wonder if I'm not going to love it. I don't love this by itself. I tried putting that on before, like on all of my fingers, and it was... Do you guys see that it matches that dark color right there, like perfect? So I'm hoping... My nails might be too long. I'm going to go ahead and trim and just do this a little bit longer. Because I have the 3 strip I can use. I just have to stretch it. So... They didn't say this was a jelly, but do you guys see that it's kind of jelly-like? I think it's jelly-like. So when I first started dyeing my roots, because I had more gray than I would like, it was just like completely out of the blue, but hopefully this will help someone. I tried to get like a box dye and put it in, and dyed my whole head, and that was like the worst thing ever. Like, you know, those people that walk around and you're like, wow, their hair looks terrible. Like, what were they thinking? Yeah. That might be long enough. We're going to find out. If not, I'll pull out that 3 strip. I think I will have to stretch this a little bit, though. But I don't think it will be a problem. Anyway, I was like, huh, that's like the worst decision ever. So anyway, needless to say, I went on Facebook to try and find advice from people that like do hair color, and they were like, don't dye your own hair. And I think it's just a whole group of these women who, you know, went to school for a year and they're like, blah, 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 whatever, and it's too complicated. And it's not, you guys. Like, I finally had a hairstylist tell me, just go get the color you want and just read the instructions. Go get like a box of dye, like just the color, and get the developer. And I'm really sensitive, so I mix the 10 and the 20 together. Because I had virgin hair before I tried to, you know, dye it with... Let's see what's going on here. Oh, you guys, I stretched it, so I got like a little wrinkle at the bottom. It's really annoying. Wonder if I can get that out. So I started doing that, and then I just had my husband take the brush and get like just the very tip done, and then he parts my hair and he dabs it on. So he's only covering the roots. And I've been doing that for ever and ever, like a couple years now. And that's that looks a little melty. It's like a twosie. It's funny. I love Bordeaux. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I don't think I need to double this. I think it would make it even darker, which I don't really want to do. But I guess I could just seal those like that. I just realized that my thumbs might be too long for... We'll see what happens. It did stretch really well, so... I do feel like this makes a good winter set. Whoops. I just did my, whoops. I just did my toes really dark too. I did, that blue that came out last winter. It's called Something Sky, I think. What did it do here? Oh, it's a weird optical illusion from the design, apparently. Yeah, I don't know that I love this, honestly, but hopefully after I top coat it will look less, I don't know, it's weird. So I do like only my roots. I just touch up my roots when I have like half an inch or so of grow out. What is going on here? But you would have to find like what works for you, right? For developer. Like if your hair is lighter than mine, you might even need less. I don't know. But when the developer is too strong and they like to put their really strong stuff in the boxes, that's really short. I wonder if... Oh, that's much better. Hope I didn't make that like too small because I didn't use anything to make it. Oh, it's still a little big. Anyway, it looks like it's the right size. Because when you go see someone and have them dye your hair, it's like hundreds of dollars. And I can go to Sally's and get the dye, and it lasts for like 6 months or a year. And it's like $20-$30. Because I only use like, 10 grams. I use a kitchen scale to measure it out. So I only use like 5 grams. I also do mix. I have red undertones in my hair. So I do mix, that one's a lot off right there. Do you see that? Okay, hopefully I can stretch it. Oh, it's way too short, you guys. Look. Oh, goodness. You can't do this when the sets are dry. Like, you can't stretch them. If they're slightly too dry or, like, stiff, like, you can't stretch them. Like, I did a mix, and it had some really old sets from 2017. See, I didn't get up high enough. And, like, when I put them on, I'm not going to be able to stretch them. I don't think. I mean, it could have been just really cold in here, but I think they're going to require TLC. Darn it. Look, I cut off cut a little too short. See? That's not what I wanted. I wanted it like this, where it's up against my... But... oh well. Okay, now let's see here. That's pretty close. It's gonna be very crooked though. But I would never be able to draw a design like that on there, you know? Like, would any of you guys be able to do that? I know some of you do stamping, which I haven't tried to do. That's what I have Courtney for, right? Courtney can do my stamping for me. I should try it though. Especially if I do it like on the strip before I try to put it on. That might work better. See, that's not as... it's like over more. I might put matte top coat on first because I feel like it needs to tone down a little bit, and then put a shiny top coat over the top. I don't know. So I feel like it's really hard to see the design. Let's see. This is my matte top coat. Because when you do a matte top coat and then you do a shiny top coat, it does tone it down a little bit. It's just ever so slightly noticeable. I'm not sure what's going on right there. And then you can see what it looks like with matte. But I feel like it's really hard to see the design. See? Maybe. With matte, it just... I don't love matte, but I wanted to tone it down a little bit. And then I can put a shiny top coat over the top. And it should make it so that it's not quite as shiny as it would have been if I would have just put a shiny top coat on. Because I don't love that either. Although I don't hate it. Oh, that was way more than I should have put on there. So now you guys can see, I don't think that's dry yet. You see the difference? There's nothing on this one. This one is, it's not dry yet, it's still tacky. I feel like I shaped this one poorly, but my nail grows weird like that. We used to watch NCIS, my husband and I, and we stopped. And my husband's like, I don't know why we stopped watching this. And then we've been watching it again, and he's like, well, that's not how that works. Well, that's not how that works. Well, that's not how that works. So I think that's why we stopped watching it. Okay, so that's what it looks like with matte. It's like tacky, mostly dry. And then I'm going to put a shiny top coat over. I kind of like this one matte. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, I just don't love the matte look. And the only thing is when you use the matte and then the shiny, or you use the matte over the top of something to make it matte, You have to be really careful to make sure that you get full coverage, because if you have anything peeking through, it looks really weird. Like, you can just tell, like, whoops, I missed a spot. So the reason why I did this, I feel like I'm not explaining it well, is because it slightly tones down the way that it would look. Like, it would have been shiny anyway, but it would have been like massively shiny if I hadn't put the matte on first. So if I'm not making sense to you, it's cool. You can just be like, I'm not doing that. That's ridiculous. But I noticed once when I did that, because I was like, well, I'm going to try it with matte, and I didn't like it. So then I was like, well, I'll just put a shiny top coat back over the top because I didn't like it. Okay, cool. And then I was like, oh, it's not as shiny as it was. Like, it's still shiny. It has like a, a glossy finish, but it's like slightly more than semi-gloss, I guess. Anyway, you can always just try it out for yourself so you know what I'm talking about. But I definitely didn't want to, like, do it and then do another, like, layer, because this is a lot. I put too much on. It definitely shrinks, especially the top coat I have. I love this brand, but it shrinks. The Miracle Gel. This shrinks too, but not as bad. It's like a little bit, which is why I try not to file until after I've done my top coat. But you guys, I still do my top coat usually right away. I don't wait. I tried waiting with the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel, and if I put the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel on my nails in 3 days, it would still shrink it. So it doesn't matter. When you put it on, it shrinks it. It just does. I feel like that's really crooked on that finger, but I feel like I can see the design better, and I think it's because I did the matte first, but maybe the shiny helped. I'm not sure. I don't understand why that's... See, I missed a spot right there, and it looks weird. You can see where I had the matte. Such a dark purple. I believe this was a Thanksgiving or a Black Friday set. They used to do Black Friday sets. Let me see. It was called Plum As You Are. It's pretty. It's a little too dark for me to wear by itself. This just makes me think of snow. Did this come out in the wintertime? I don't think it did, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was like a January box set. A little too much top coat on. You see how goopy that is? Okay. Uh-oh. I touched my mic. Probably clean up after my nails are dry. but for some reason I'm not. And I'll be sad when I destroy it. I finally went through my garbage. I have like this box that's like, I don't know, this big. I like this big over on my floor. And I use it for like when I mix all my plastic sleeves and all my whatever. And it was very full. Especially after doing all my Advents. I finally cleaned it out. I don't think it's really focusing. There we go. What do you think? Because this is like a really pretty, like, purpley dark gray color that I probably would never wear by itself either. Okay, talk to you later.